Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Fate Podcast, where we discuss film, anime, television, and other forms of entertainment. I'm your host, Elijah. We also have my co host here, Sam. You already know how we start the show with a recommendation. And I'm going to start off because actually I don't have a recommendation, but I'm going to say what I'm watching currently. What I'm currently watching is Fear of the Walking Dead. And I know it's late to the game. It already have like 7 seasons. I just needed a Walking Dead series to watch because season 11 is now on Netflix. So I'm waiting. I know season 7 of The Walking Dead is playing right now, but I'm just waiting it to go on Netflix for it so I can just binge it. So might as well watch The Fear of Walking Dead. It's not as great as The Walking Dead, obviously, because you get none of the main characters. It's right now started off slow, but you know, I can endure it until season 11 comes on Netflix. So it is what it is.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was never into, or I tried to. I liked the first few seasons of The Walking Dead. Then after
Yeah.
a little bit, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm good.
You're not a zombie guy? Oh no, you said
I
not a walking fan guy. No, I
yeah,
mean,
I just didn't care for The Walking Dead. It just fell. It was one of those things where it just fell off for me. But
yeah, a lot of people done that. So
yeah, like there's enough zombie stuff for me that I'm just like I'm good on that. But my recommendation is gonna be Doom Patrol because the third season just dropped today. Psyched. I literally forgot about it all day. It's a long day today. And I got home and I was like, oh, there's this I could watch. Because they rebooted the Wonder Years. I was like, oh, I could watch that. And then I was like, wait, Doom Patrol dropped, man. They dropped the first 3 episodes. One of the best DC live action shows out, period. I think it's better than Titans. I think it's like one of the best DC properties that they've done, period. It's so good. It's
yeah, I
it's
have to.
intense.
Yeah, you told me that several times, so I have to watch it. I don't know. Titans I haven't watched. I think with Titans I watched the first episode, but Doom Patrol, yeah, I heard that's really good.
Titans is though, but yeah, Doom Patrol, dude. It's just like because it's so kooky. It's weird. But it's also like you know very emotional, very serious, while also not taking itself seriously. Like it's so freaking good. I think anybody should go watch it.
All right, all right. So Fear of the Walking Dead, Doom Patrol. If y'all guys interested, now you need to watch the shows. Now today we got a little extra for you, something special. We got 3 episodes we're gonna do. Um, but we're continuing the What If series as a job. We're gonna finish until the ninth episode. So we got 2 more weeks on it. So we're gonna do episode 5, 6, and 7. And then we're gonna start with episode 5. What if zombies? I honestly have to say I'm disappointed. Um, I am. I was kind of excited for zombies. I'm like, okay, Marvel zombies. How are you gonna play it? How are you gonna do it? But it just felt flat. Like when and it's hard. I don't know. It's hard to have zombies with a Marvel film because what are these zombies gonna do? How is gonna impact the universe? And to be honest, they kind of did a poor job representing like how the zombie operates, who um, is able to do things in the zombie form and who can't do things in the zombie form. Like the Avengers, they can use their powers, but the other zombies they can't. Like it's I don't know, it was kind of confusing to me. And then I really didn't care much about the plot or any of the like characters really. I don't know. What about you?
All that. The biggest thing that stood out to me is like they had all the pieces to like do something really good, and it just, like you said, it was so flat. Like the best part of that episode was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally the charm of Spider-Man is what carried that episode. And he's literally not even there enough to actually feel like, to like make it great. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was so, yeah, it was disappointing.
And the thing is, like, I don't know. I won't even say believable. But I mean, of course, as a Marvel film, all these is like it's not believable in some sense, but we all get the universe. Um, I don't know why they chose, and I get it because the zombies need to be, well, the heroes need to be put in a difficult circumstance. So my thing is, the reason why they chose the zombies to use the Avengers powers, um, they're aware, but they're not aware. Like I didn't get that, and I didn't like that, to be honest. I was just like, okay, Captain America know how to fight, but you're a zombie. Like what's the point of calling people a zombie if you're able to still use the things or learn how to fight, learn how to use your powers. It just didn't make sense to me. So that's kind of the biggest thing that turned me off from the episode.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it starts off well, right? Like it starts off from the point of like where Hulk comes crashing down on the planet is like Thanos is coming, and like I thought that was a cool start. I was
Yeah.
interesting, okay. And then it hits you with zombies real quick. But then like from there, it just kind of feels like they try to do some things in between zombies. And you're just kind of like, wait, what? You get introduced to Spider-Man and all them, and then like it just skips ahead again after like a big fight, and like Wasp was again a big deal in this one, and like launched in the thing, and then I was just like, oh yeah, it's Vision that's here. He's keeping them out, and they just decide to flip it, and like I think one thing that really bothered me is like they go see Vision, right? And they're talking with him, and they're just like, oh man, like so glad to see you. And then like Bucky's just like, oh, I'm just gonna go like walk around or look for something. And he's just like, you're not gonna find what you're looking for. And like he just said it so cryptically, so out of nowhere that I'm like, okay. And like he goes back, you see Scarlet Witch, and you're just like, wait, like what? There was no build up to this. Like they just like
No.
for it. And you're just kind of like, oh, and like again, that's an interesting idea, but to just kind of like go, here's a creepy line, and suddenly you find out. It's like, no, like this is weird. It just felt odd. It was
Yeah. I
it
think
was weird.
I think the whole thing felt odd. And even the tone kind of fell off to me because again, it's a zombie movie. So do you want the suspense and the drama? Because that's typically what zombies movies are or shows are. But then we got comedy throughout the whole thing with Spider-Man, with doing the little introduction clip of how to survive a zombie apocalypse with Bucky in the shower. Then you have them bringing back Ant-Man with just the head and he cracking jokes all the time. So I'm like, okay, you take a serious situation with zombies, but then you mix it with comedy. It just didn't work with me.
Yeah, there's only a few areas that can do that well. And that's like
Yeah.
Evil Dead, and like
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead.
or Shaun of the Dead. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. The Marvel charm with the zombies part, it was just like those don't.
Yeah. Yeah. This is probably like it is probably the worst what if out of the
Yeah,
whole thing.
definitely.
Like
Easily.
like
I'd rank it the same as the episode 5.
I'll probably rank it less than that, like 4.
Yeah, I could agree on a 4.
Yeah, because again, not to keep on, nailing this episode, but like I don't know, there was just nothing interesting to me to like it.
Yeah, and they put a gang of like bunch of interesting characters together.
They did.
You know, like even
And
threw Black Panther in the mix, which was just like,
no, but I don't know why you nigga, he lost a leg and he didn't even do much. Just all he said was just like, oh, we need to go.
I know, like they should have just saved him for something else. Like it was just like, no, yeah, like way to just like underutilize a character. Also,
Yeah.
with Vision, kind of.
And then at the end, like, you kind of see like zombie Thanos with like the Infinity Stones. But then at that point,
Yeah,
like, I don't care.
that was crazy.
I was
He
like,
was
what?
like, okay, end on something wild, but like also like you gave me a bunch of stuff that I didn't care about. So like
Yeah.
part of me would be like, oh, because we're not out what happened. I mean, maybe we do, I guess, but I doubt it.
I had maybe it's not even like I won't even say it's Marvel fault, but it's just like not every what I'm thinking every what if since it's an anthology and like we got on that 9 episode, like all of them had the potential to be like eight, 9, and 10s, but nah. I think I expected too much. This what if series, to be honest, I did.
Marvel can make mistakes.
Yeah, or it's just like I don't know, but people gave it a high number. I don't know. That's just the people I talked to. No, they did. So
anybody that I talked to that's seen it, like they're just like, nah, I didn't care for it.
And then wasn't this episode where you were waiting for a while? Like when you saw the
Yeah, I was interested to see what they would do, just because I was like, ooh, Marvel's, because like I think that was like a big like in the comics, they did an event with that and people love that. So I think it just I wonder if someone that did love that comic like found that it lived up to it, or if they were just like, oh.
Yeah, guys, just comment below if you watched you read the comics. Did it live up to the comics? Did you enjoy the show? Because like, yeah, bro, no, so much that we need to move on to episode 6. So episode
Which
6
was
of What
a
If,
huge upgrade.
yeah, is what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? So it's and it started out the show with again Iron Man in the war zone type of thing from Iron Man 1, and he's about to be his bomb is about to explode into his face, and then Killmonger comes save him, and they create this relationship. About this episode, yes, I agree it's better than the zombies because obviously I don't think you can go as low as zombies. But when I watched this episode, I was just like, wow, it took like I'm just comparing it to Black Panther movie where he tries to gain the throne and he has to fight T'Challa and everything else to try to get the throne. I think he says went around, obviously he went around to just directly attacking it to like going around in a circle to obtain the throne of Black Panther. I don't know how I feel about this episode. Well, I think you should I want you to talk about it, and then I'll probably get piggyback on what you're saying.
Okay.
What you're gonna say.
Okay. So for me, I didn't even know what it was really gonna be like about. Like, from the title, I was just kind of like, okay. And I was waiting to see what they were gonna do with Killmonger. Because I do think he's like in that top 5 of the best villains on screen. And I always just wanted more of that character. I was like, I'd love a backstory. And to me, I felt like this would have been best case scenario of like how he wanted to infiltrate that way. You know what I mean? Because his goal was always to get that throne, but like again, his intentions were because he wants to empower other Black people that are being oppressed, but don't have that technology like Wakanda does, but they're just sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, to me, like they did this crazy political thriller of this guy who is, you know, wicked smart, literally knows just everything that is militant strategy and within that realm of knowledge, and uses all of it to his advantage, becoming friends with Tony Stark, but like, you know, going as far as literally outing his partner at the time, and then just literally weaseling his way through everything. Like everything he wanted to do, he just orchestrated it perfectly. And like, yeah, I just think that's like in another reality, as it shows, that in his best case scenario. But as the watcher showed, heroes are always
Gonna
around,
win. No,
always around the corner. But no, I thought it was so good. I thought it was crazy that they went that route, and I was shocked in some parts, and like even kind of just chuckled, or not a chuckle, I guess, but it was just more of just like, wow, they killed off Black Panther in this episode. Bad timing.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
I
damn,
guess
bro, who came up with this episode, and then how did it still okay? No, I'm just kidding. What?
no, I agree. No, you know what's funny? I never thought of it that way, but once you brought it up, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. No, because I guess they couldn't. They obviously they did before he died, and they wasn't about to scrap the episode. Which makes sense. And that's
But it
nothing to
works
be.
for the episode.
Yeah, it worked
Obviously.
for the episode. That's nothing to be offended about, or it's not like a knock on his death or anything like that. So, um, but yeah, I agree with you. The way they approached how Killmonger obtained the throne was genius. It was good. It was smart, and it shows like how smart that character was. And we kind of saw that in Black Panther, but we did see it in the extent of like that, because he didn't have the resources of Tony Stark. He just had like his own resources, what he had to do to get it, and he look at it, with the little amount he did get in Black Panther, he almost overthrew the throne, and he almost became, well, he became Black Panther until, you know, T'Challa gained it back. But so yeah, and I can agree with you that he is a top 5 villain in um the Marvel universe. Hopefully they bring him back, but and he's, you know, you gotta love villains where even though you're a villain, the fans love you, you know, because you're the principles of what you believe and what you do, it makes sense to everyone. It says, okay, if you maybe if you didn't do this small thing, we can cheer for you, and we can root for you. But even though people were still rooting for Killmonger in Black Panther, and kind of sided with him more than T'Challa. So it was kind of interesting. So when you're able to do that with a villain, that speaks volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to hit on with what you were saying with like, we got to see how smart he was. Like, again, like perfect, like ideal scenario for him, but like also it just showed like that is what he is most capable of. Like with the highest resources that he can have, that's what he's capable of doing. And no one fucking found, I mean, of course, by the end, they found a way to out him, but like, I mean, that never happened. That dude would have just been going on. And I just think that's, I love that character.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the hell they do that in the episode. They says, okay, here's what they did. If I don't know if you heard it in the beginning, but they kind of like name dropped the 10 rings in that show. So it's kind of interesting. They just brought like Shang-Chi into that mix. We ain't seen any of the 10 or him being part of it, but maybe they're probably going to be in the next season, probably season 2. But it was kind of interesting how they name dropped them.
Yeah, for sure. I love that name drop there. And then it had a good mix of characters in it too,
Mm-hmm.
with bringing back Ulysses Claw, which is also a fun side villain that they killed him off in the movies, and I was actually bummed about that because I was like, no, that dude's like
Yeah.
having that guy in the background just being shady as fuck.
I mean, I wish they would have used him more because he played that character well.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Like he could have, I don't know what I don't know what they could have used him for, because they should have used him as like a main villain in the Marvel universe.
That would have been cool. Yeah, like when the Black Panther movie hit, like I actually thought he was going to be the main villain of that, just because like that's usually like the clash is like this black market dealer trying to steal vibranium and Black Panther just coming in to save the day. But I mean, I'll take Killmonger. But yeah, like killing him off, I was like, damn. Which clearly just signaled like we don't know what to do with him anymore.
Nah. But yeah, this episode was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. And like I said, it just shows what Killmonger is capable of. And I think he's gonna be one of the underrated villains in the Marvel universe right now.
So what would you rank this one?
7.58. You?
That's what I would have given it. 7.8.
Yeah.
I actually probably would have 7.5, but I like that you added the 8 parts. So I'm
gonna maybe on a good day, but I probably said 7.5.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. So for sure.
All right. Moving on to the next episode 7. What if Thor were an only child? Your thoughts on that?
I thought it was an interesting title because I was just like, all right, like, so what? Like Loki was never born, but they made it a lot more sense with them passing him back to just his actual like family, I guess. So he was on, was it Jotunheim, the ice giants? I'm like blanking on my Norse mythology right now, but
I don't know, to be honest. Like with
he was, he got to be a full ice giant, and like it was funny because I was wondering, like, okay, like what's the difference gonna be? And like, I like the explanation of like the brotherly bond is what really forged Thor to become the man that he needed to be. Without that, how does that look? Well, he's just gonna party all the time. I was down with it, dude. It's just a giant rager. It was so much fun because with this, they literally just pulled out all the stops. Like it was like Ready Player One style with like in it. Just like, oh, there's oh my god, I'm blanking on the fire guy's name.
The one with the horns.
Yeah.
See, when I saw that, I was blanking on his
name. So I'm like, that's his name.
You're that, but I didn't know where you came from.
Yeah, so like it's one of those episodes that makes you do that. You're just like, oh, the duck again. Oh, there's Drax, there's Netley, all the different people.
Yeah. See, I like that aspect of it. Bringing back all the other characters, but the whole show as a whole, like it wasn't as flat as the zombies, but and a lot of the dialogue was funny, and how they created Thor, more of a, and obviously in the first movie he wasn't comedic at all, he wasn't funny at all, but in this one it's just like he's more funny and, oh, relax, you're a party pooper and this and that. So I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of was like more interested in it, but I don't know. It was kind of weird how I know Thor's a mama's boy, but in this one, he was an extreme, like a mama's boy. It's like, oh, my mom's coming. We have to clean up this and that. So it was just like, I don't know. The
Yeah,
way
I mean, he definitely is an extreme mama's boy.
yeah.
Like he definitely was. But how I saw it, which I thought was just like 10 times funnier, is like it was like he was a teenager getting caught throwing a party.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like if you done that, which guilty, that's like, and it was so funny to me. I was just like, oh, that's hilarious. Like he even convinced all of them, just like, yo, my mom's coming. They're all like, Frigga, and just freaking out. That was hilarious. I don't know. I just loved that because I thought that was so silly. Just because it was a definitely a huge change up from like the last two episodes, and even
yeah.
I think the one before that was the Doctor Strange one. So like it was a huge change up from like everything else. So like I kind of like that it broke it with just
Yeah,
that.
you used the right term, silly. This is probably the most silliest what if episode so far.
Absolutely.
But again, it was a fun episode. Like again, and then you saw the class of Thor versus Captain Marvel, something that we haven't seen before. And with Marvel, they love with the superheroes fighting one another, which is obviously pretty cool. And to be honest, I really would want to see even a live action of
Oh
Thor
yeah,
versus
dude.
Captain Marvel. And to be honest, who you got to win that fight? Because I still believe Thor will win that fight.
I think I would root for Thor, but
Yeah.
if someone like were just like, no, you have to like tell me who you think was gonna win, I would genuinely be like, I don't know. On one hand, Thor, God of Thunder,
Yeah.
legend, but then like Captain Marvel, she has her powers from a fucking Infinity Stone, which he has also claimed is just as strong or not stronger than him. So like, I mean, it's pretty well matched. Like,
Mhm.
I think it could go either way, but I really don't know how it would go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like I wonder if he threw that hammer at her, could she just grab it and wield it?
I don't think so. You think so?
I don't. I dude,
No, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know at this point.
Because I don't know.
That thing's so fickle. Like, because like think about it. Like Thanos held it.
When did he help the? When did he
Like
do
he
that?
grabbed it out of the air and used it, didn't he? In like Endgame.
I don't think so. I don't know. He's not worthy.
Dude, no, I agree, but I'm pretty sure. Dude, fuck. Not. I probably just
Yeah, I'll have
misspoke.
to.
I have no idea.
No, I don't think so. No. The only person I know that can use it effectively is Vision in Captain America.
True.
But yeah. But anyway, with I don't know. I said well, like since they kind of like tease that fight in this, I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see that fight in the Marvel universe now.
Also, just had to look it up really quick.
No,
He
go ahead.
caught Mjolnir in midair and then pressed it against Thor's chest.
Okay. Seriously.
Oh, wait, no, wait. What was it? Oh, it was Stormbreaker. Never mind. It was the axe. This thing just messed with me. It added.
Wait, so it's not the same?
No, just because he could wield Stormbreaker doesn't necessarily mean he could wield the hammer.
Oh, so it's from different like material,
I guess
magic.
they got different feelings about who can hold them.
I thought okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we started asking questions, then we're just
Exactly. I don't know too much, so I'm not gonna dive in. Probably do my own research, but but yeah, this show. I mean, yeah, this show was probably just silly, fun, enjoyable. You saw Thor, another side of Thor you haven't seen before, because again, he's only child, and I love the relationship with him and Loki now, even though Loki's like a full on ice
yeah, they were
giant.
like way tighter. But
Exactly. And there was the goofing around. You're my brother. You're my mother. My brother from another mother. That was fun for me. I was like, okay, oh damn.
yeah, because they were like, you're just like, oh man, are they about to beef again? And then it was like, oh no, they're all. But that ending though, like even caught the watcher off guard, which
Yes.
I enjoyed that because he was just,
Yes.
they say happily ever after. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You mean wait, what?
I'm sorry, you're supposed to watch everything, bro. So yeah. So can we have 2 more episodes left. So the
And
next
one of them
episode
supposed to be
is gonna
that
be
Infinite
Ultron.
Ultron episode. I
And
don't
then
know
what's
next
was it
one,
gonna be
though.
a 2-parter? So
That'd be
like,
interesting. But yeah, I feel like this was like the first episode where it might kind of now can, or maybe this is what's going to connect all the other shit that we've already seen.
I just want to know how the hell it's gonna connect it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just going to be like a weird team up thing where, like, he's just invading multiple realities. So, like, the other ones are just jumping through them too and going to some sort of like apex point. It's just they team up. But, like, why wouldn't the Avengers that we know end up being there? Like, what?
I don't know.
I guess they're just going
Do,
to do
do
its own
or
separate thing, making Ultron, which kind of gives them some redemption to prove upon Ultron, considering Age of Ultron sucked.
yeah, it was the weakest out of all the Avengers movie. I can tell you that. I mean, it has its special parts.
For sure.
Obviously, the moments in the show, but that overall, yeah, totality, it wasn't the greatest movie. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Do you, maybe we have 2 more episodes left. 8 and 9. Will you like? Do you think they're gonna skip this Ultron and then wait till and then show on the 9th episode? Or do you think the next episode is gonna be Ultron, and then I guess the last episode maybe gonna be Ultron, or are they gonna do like a separate thing of bringing everything together?
That's a good question.
I don't know. That's just go ahead.
I feel like honestly, when you said, "Do you think they'll skip over and save that for the last episode?" I really feel like that's what's going to happen.
Me too.
You said I was like,
that's
shit,
what I
that's
said.
What they're going to do. Yeah,
that's what I said.
So, like that one side we keep looking at, it says episode 8, Tony Stark on Sakaar, episode 9, Infinite Ultron.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're probably going to skip it.
But the thing is, this, you can't follow this because remember when we followed it, it lied to us. So, because I thought Zombies was going to be later, but Zombies was episode 5.
Yeah, I think the site said that. Let me see that. Pull it up again. Oh, it didn't. Yeah, it said it said episode 7 was going to be Marvel's. But the thing is it said Party Thor episode 5, Marvel Zombies episode 7. Those are the only 2 that it flipped.
Yeah.
But you could easily just flip for 8 and 9, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, doesn't matter. We'll see. Most likely there's the only reason why I think that Ultron is going to be last, because again, they're building up to it's marketing, so they're building up to that. People want to see the season finale of What If, so they're just building that up. That's why I think it's going to be last.
And who knows? Maybe this next episode even has some sort of tie-in with that. Maybe they even go back. This is just a thought. What if they even go back and Tony Stark makes Ultron again, and it just sees how like Ultron becomes this infinite Ultron, leading to episode 9. It'd be a bit out of character for what they've done all season, but
well, the thing about What If, I have no idea what the hell they're gonna do. Like with all of this, I had no idea of any of it. Like, because I haven't even watched or read the What If comic books. So trying to figure out what they're gonna do is like pointless at this point. Because even with Thor being set on Earth, like I ain't thinking the episode was gonna be like that. You look at the zombie episodes where we all was anticipating for, end up being flat. So so I'm gonna take What If episodes as is, and since I'm not even going to even do my research to figure out like, okay, what's next. I'm just gonna watch it, and then I'll figure out what my opinion is gonna be when we record it. You feel me?
exactly.
Yeah. So what do you rank this episode?
I feel like a 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a solid 7.
Yeah, 7. On a good day, it's a 7. On a good day. Anything else you want to cover on any of the episodes?
No, I think I just want to say that I liked how they're incorporating the Watcher more.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like he's the main character of it all, because they really never shy away from it. Like, you do, because of him, you really do feel like you're just like this observer with him.
Yeah, I agree. I like the Watcher, and like he's more likable now, you know.
Yes,
The fact
because
that he's
like that.
engaging and be like, what the fact that he's like, when Doctor Strange was talking to him and was just like, oh, you had your chance to, go back this and that. You chose it. You chose that path yourself. It's just incredible. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And hopefully he becomes, in the live action, and then he's one of the main characters there,
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet if they start incorporating him in that. And honestly, they easily could.
No, very easily.
Really, they could. And like you said, from that moment on, honestly, he's just been really interesting to have in the background like that. Because like with the last episode, with him ending just saying like, wait, what? Like, we found out the Watcher can still be surprised even when he's even though he's watched billions of universes. But he still gets surprised sometimes, even when he's just watching.
Because I think, and that kind of tell you his abilities. He can see everything, but he can't see the future.
Exactly. So that's pretty interesting for a being like that to be.
I know. Well, it's interesting from a being like that says, "Oh, I can't and won't intervene." I'm like, "What is it like?" But turns out like you can, you just don't want to, So I don't know. Yeah, we have to see. We have to see what's What If, more What If episodes to see what they're gonna do. Guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for Sam for coming on the show. We love to talk about shows, anything, movies, entertainment. So just comment below just to see what you think of the 5, 6, and 7 episodes. What If? How you think it's gonna end? What is the best What If episode? Because right now, I can tell you what's not the best, but I can tell you what's the best. I think we're gonna save what's the best at the season finale, and we probably can rank. We're gonna give you our top 5 ratings of the What If episodes. So tune in for that. Again, comment below. Follow us on Faith Podcast at Instagram, and then just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, peace.
Peace.